For a decade after my husband passed away, I never stepped foot into his garage. It was always his sacred space, and he made it very clear I wasn't welcome in there. Anytime I so much as offered to help clean or organize it, he'd shoot me down with a sharp, "That's not your concern." So I respected his boundaries, even after his death in that tragic car accident. I locked the door and left it as he did, untouched, collecting dust and silence. 10 years later, I made the decision to sell the house. It was time to downsize and move on. That meant opening every room, including the one he always kept from me. On a gray, drizzling morning in Oregon, I finally unlocked the garage. The old metal door groaned open, and my hand trembled. Nothing could have prepared me for what was inside. Photos. Dozens. Hundreds. Not of us. Of another woman. There she was, smiling in snapshots from beaches, snowy cabins, amusement parks. The same face in different clothes, places, and years. And it wasn't just her smile that haunted me, it was the intimacy. These weren't just casual pictures. They were keepsakes from a hidden life. And then I saw it. A velvet jewelry box on the dusty workbench. Inside lay a diamond necklace. Not just any necklace, my grandmother's necklace, the heirloom that vanished 12 years ago. The same one my husband insisted I'd probably misplaced. He hadn't misplaced it. He gifted it to her. There were letters too. Stacks of them. Old, newer, all addressed to someone he called my heart. One letter mentioned their children. Children. 2 of them. He had another family across the Canadian border in Vancouver. He'd been living 2 lives. While I was juggling motherhood alone, thinking he was away on business trips or working late, he was with them. Supporting a second household. Spoiling them with private schools and holidays. Funded, as I would soon discover, with my inheritance. But the worst discovery wasn't emotional, it was financial. Hidden among his documents, I found altered life insurance records. Turns out, 2 months before his fatal crash, he had increased the policy significantly. But the payout never came to me. Somehow, the record said I had waived my rights, on a form with a forged version of my signature. He had planned to leave me with nothing. He died before he could carry it out. Irony, maybe. Karma, perhaps. I didn't cry. Not anymore. Instead, I hired a private investigator. I tracked down the other family. His second wife was just as stunned as I had been. She had no idea about me. She believed she was the only wife. They were living in a house he bought using my family's money. She thought it was theirs. But I didn't go on a revenge spree. I let the facts do the damage. I filed claims with the insurance company, submitted proof of fraud, and clawed back the $2.5 million payout that had been wrongfully claimed. I sued the estate. Retrieved my grandmother's necklace. Took my name back in every way possible. And then, I wrote. The Widow's Garage, How I Discovered Myself in His Deception. It hit the bestseller list in true crime. Today, I live in Paris. The air smells different when you're free. And surprisingly, every year, I get a card in the mail from the second wife. She thanks me. She was just another pawn in his carefully constructed double life. Just like me. He told me never to enter that garage. He knew exactly why.